Let me ask you something that most people never say out loud. Have you ever wished you could feel so confident in your own body that when you're with someone, you're completely at ease? No second guessing yourself, no overthinking every move, no wondering what they're thinking about you, just being present, connected, and free. Most of us were never taught how to do that. We were taught how to please, how to perform, how to look good, how to be desirable, but nobody really teaches you how to feel desirable, how to be comfortable in your own skin without worrying about whether you're doing things right. That's what I want to talk to you about, how to reconnect with that sense of certainty in your body, your energy, and your presence. Because real confidence doesn't start in the moment you're with someone. It starts long before that, in the way you treat yourself, talk to yourself, and show up for yourself every day. Think about it. How often do you find yourself in your head, wondering what the other person is thinking, instead of just feeling the moment? That inner noise. Do I look okay? Do I sound okay? Am I too much? Not enough? That's what blocks connection. Not because there's something wrong with you, but because your attention is everywhere except on the experience itself. Confidence isn't about pretending you have no insecurities. It's about learning to redirect your focus from what could go wrong to what feels right. It's about being grounded in the truth that you are worthy of pleasure, presence, and love. Not because you've earned it, but because you already are. And here's the thing most people don't realize. The way you feel in your body, your energy, your chemistry, isn't just physical. It's emotional. It's how you breathe, how you eat, how you move, how you speak to yourself. Every choice you make tells your body whether to open up or shut down. When you take care of yourself, when you rest, move, hydrate, breathe deeply, you're not just maintaining your body, you're communicating to yourself that you deserve to feel alive and radiant. You're telling your body, you can relax, you're safe here. That kind of inner safety changes everything, because attraction doesn't come from being perfect, it comes from being real. The energy you give off when you're comfortable in your own skin is magnetic. People can feel it before you even say a word. When someone meets you and senses that you're present, that you're not performing or chasing approval, they don't just see confidence, they feel it. That's what creates real chemistry. It's not about trying harder to impress, it's about relaxing into who you are. Now let's talk about energy. Your energy is like your personal frequency. It's what people respond to. If your energy says, I'm not enough, people feel that. But if your energy says, I know who I am and I'm open to connection, they feel that too. You can't fake that kind of energy. It comes from the small daily acts of self-respect, choosing food that nourishes you, conversations that uplift you, clothes that make you feel good in your body, and moments of silence that help you come back to yourself. You might think those details don't matter, but they do. They shape the way you walk into a room, the way you make eye contact, the way you breathe when you're close to someone. They decide whether you tense up or melt into the moment. Here's something powerful. Your body already knows how to feel confident, connected, and attractive. It's built into you. But many of us interrupt that natural flow with self-criticism, comparison, or fear. The moment you stop interrupting yourself, your natural confidence returns. Start paying attention to how your body feels when you're well rested, hydrated, and at peace. Notice how different it feels when you're kind to yourself. That glow, that lightness, that's what people fall for. It's not the outfit, not the makeup, not the words. It's the energy behind it all. And yes, how you treat your body does influence how you connect. When your body is balanced, when you're eating clean, drinking water, breathing deeply, your emotions stabilize, your energy feels lighter, and your confidence rises naturally. It's not about restriction or perfection, it's about alignment. Think about the times when you felt most magnetic, not because of how you looked, but because of how you felt. Maybe you laughed freely, or you were completely absorbed in a moment of joy, or you were with someone who made you forget to think. That version of you, the one who's relaxed, present, and open. That's the real you. That's the energy you want to cultivate every day. And the best part, when you start living from that energy, connection changes. You no longer chase validation because you're already full. You no longer seek control because you trust the moment. You let things unfold. Conversations, chemistry, attraction, without needing to predict or prove anything. When you meet someone from that place, you're not asking, do they like me? You're asking, do I feel good here? Do I feel seen, respected, excited? That shift alone changes everything. It moves you from performance to partnership, from anxiety to authenticity. And that's what real intimacy is, not just physical closeness, but emotional safety. It's being so at ease with yourself that you invite someone else to relax too. You give permission for both of you to be real. When you bring that energy into your relationships, you don't have to do anything special to be attractive. You become magnetic by nature, because people are drawn to peace, to warmth, to presence. They want to be around someone who feels alive and safe at the same time. So if there's one thing I want you to take from this, it's that confidence isn't built in the mirror. It's built in the moments no one sees. The way you treat your body, your energy, your emotions, that's the foundation. You don't need to become someone else to feel desirable. You just need to remove the layers of doubt that hide the person you already are. The version of you that laughs easily, that breathes deeply, that moves without fear. That's the version the world needs to see more of. So start with something simple today. Drink some water. Take a slow breath. Put on something that makes you feel powerful. Move your body. Remind yourself that you deserve to feel good. Not someday, not when you've earned it, but now. Because confidence isn't a destination, it's a daily practice of coming home to yourself again and again until your body, mind, and heart are all saying the same thing. I'm here, I'm enough, and I'm ready to connect. You stop doubting yourself. You stop apologizing for how you move, speak, or feel. You start embracing your body as something powerful, intelligent, and worth celebrating. That's the quiet shift that changes self-care from a routine habit into something deeply personal. And while hydration is often where we begin, it's far from the whole story. There's another factor that shapes how you feel, how you move, and even how confident you are. And it's probably sitting right in your kitchen right now. It's your diet, not the kind tied to losing weight or chasing trends, but the kind that fuels you, energizes you, and helps you feel good from the inside out. What we eat doesn't just affect how we look, it becomes part of our chemistry. The food we choose influences our energy, our scent, our mood, and the way we experience connection with ourselves and others. If hydration is the foundation, then food is the amplifier. And here's what's fascinating. Certain foods help us feel lighter, fresher, and more vibrant, while others can make us feel sluggish, tired, or off balance. But the best part is that feeling your best doesn't require a complicated plan. You don't need expensive products or restrictive routines, just small, intentional choices. Start simple. Fruits like pineapple, berries, mango, kiwi, and citrus aren't only full of vitamins, they're rich in natural enzymes and antioxidants that help your body stay balanced. They support hydration, regulate your system, and promote the kind of glow that can't be faked. This isn't a myth or a trend. It's a slow, steady shift that helps your body feel in harmony with itself. Now, let's be honest. Some of our favorite foods aren't always our best allies. Red meat, strong spices, too much caffeine or alcohol, and heavily processed snacks can affect our body's natural chemistry in ways we might not realize. That doesn't mean they need to disappear completely. It's not about guilt or rules. It's about awareness and timing. When you know your body and how it reacts, you can make choices that help you feel balanced and confident instead of weighed down. Imagine planning a big day, an event, a meeting, or even just a night where you want to feel your best. You hydrate early, choose lighter meals, skip the heavy extras, and by evening, you're glowing. That's not restriction, that's empowerment. That's understanding your body and giving it what it needs to shine. And here's something most people overlook. How you feel physically affects how you move emotionally. When you know you've taken care of yourself, when you eat well, rest well, and treat your body kindly, it changes your energy. You walk differently. You smile more. You stop second-guessing how you look or whether you're enough. You already know you are. That confidence becomes visible. It radiates without needing to be shown off. It becomes something that others notice, not because you're trying to impress them, but because you've aligned with yourself. It's a quiet strength, one that says, I know how my body works, and I know how to take care of it. But here's the deeper layer. Food and hydration aren't the whole picture. Your body's balance depends on many factors, and one of the most important is your internal ecosystem. Think of it as your natural chemistry, something that's meant to stay stable on its own. When that balance is protected, everything works smoothly. Your skin clears up, your digestion improves, your mood stabilizes, and your sense of self feels grounded. The problem is that we often disrupt that balance without realizing it. We use harsh soaps, overly scented products, or synthetic ingredients that claim to freshen but actually throw off our natural rhythm. Your body is designed to regulate itself. It doesn't need constant correction, just gentle support. So what helps? Simple habits. Choosing mild pH-balanced washes instead of harsh cleansers, wearing breathable fabrics, especially in warm weather, changing out of sweaty clothes soon after exercise, using gentle detergents without heavy artificial fragrance. These aren't small details. They make a real difference in keeping your body comfortable and naturally healthy. Your skin, your body, your natural scent, they all tell a story of balance. And balance doesn't mean perfection, it means harmony. The kind that comes when you stop fighting your body and start listening to it. When you stop covering it up with artificial layers and start appreciating its real, clean human beauty. Most people don't realize that the human body, when cared for properly, already has everything it needs to stay fresh and healthy. It's not about masking, it's about maintaining. When you stay hydrated, eat nourishing foods, and let your body breathe, you don't need to hide behind products or worry about imperfections. That's what confidence looks like. It's not something you buy in a bottle. It's something you build quietly, day by day, through choices that honor your body's intelligence. You begin to understand that real beauty isn't in looking flawless. It's in feeling at ease in your own skin. And that feeling, it's contagious. People sense it around you. They notice your calm, your composure, your quiet glow. That's what real attractiveness is. Not an image, not a performance, but an energy that comes from balance and self-respect. The more you learn about how your body works, the less you rely on outside fixes. You begin to realize that the body you have is not something to correct. It's something to care for. That's the shift that turns self-care from an obligation into a lifestyle. And over time, you notice subtle but powerful changes. You breathe easier, your mood steadies, you wake up feeling lighter, more connected to yourself. You start moving with ease, not tension. You begin to trust your instincts again, whether it's choosing what to eat, what to wear, or how to treat yourself after a long day. Taking care of your natural balance is an act of self-respect. It's saying, I'm worth the effort. Not because someone else expects it, but because you deserve to feel good in your own body. It's the kind of confidence that doesn't need validation. It simply exists. So the next time you think about wellness, don't think of it as something complicated or expensive. Think of it as a conversation with your body, one that's always been waiting for you to listen. Drink water, eat real food, move often, rest enough, and use products that respect your body's rhythm. When you do, something amazing happens. Your body starts responding in ways you can feel. You become more in tune with yourself, more grounded, more alive, and that quiet inner harmony, that's what people really notice. You don't need to chase perfection. You just need to reconnect with your natural state. balanced, confident, and full of quiet power. That's not a fantasy. That's biology working exactly as it was meant to. And once you feel that balance within, you'll never want to live any other way. The one who's gentle, open, and sure enough to say, "I know you love how I taste." That kind of energy isn't just attractive, it's unforgettable. But let's go even deeper, because honestly, even if you're well balanced, your daily habits can either boost or ruin all your efforts. One night of heavy drinking, a week full of stress, too much processed food, late nights, and no movement. It all shows up in your body, in your fluids, in your taste. And this isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. Smoking, alcohol, sugar, caffeine, these aren't just habits, they change your body chemistry. And when your system is out of rhythm, so is your pleasure. You feel drier, less sensitive. You pull back without even realizing it. But when you stay active, drink water, get rest, and eat clean, everything opens up. Your skin glows brighter, your natural scent gets sweeter, your orgasms grow deeper, and your whole energy shines with confidence without you needing to say anything. That's the beauty of this. Your lifestyle isn't only about appearance, it's about how you feel, how you taste, how fully you can let go. Because your body reflects every decision you make. And when you care for her with love, she rewards you with electric pleasure and unforgettable closeness. Even with all the water, clean food, and healthy living, there's still one more missing piece. One thing that overpowers everything else, even when you're not at your best. And without it, nothing feels the same. It's not something you can buy, it's something you step into. And it's the most delicious feeling of all. That final ingredient is confidence. That invisible, undeniable, intoxicating energy that makes everything else better. Because here's the real truth. Even if your body is perfectly balanced, your diet spotless, and you've done everything right, if you're lying there worrying about how you taste, he'll sense it. He'll feel the tension. He'll notice the hesitation, and the magic slips away. But when you let go, really let go, something shifts. Your energy deepens. Your breath slows. Your thighs soften instead of tensing. Your sounds come from deep inside, not from your head. And suddenly, he's not just going down on you, he's lost in you. Confidence is the most powerful flavor you can carry because it silently says, "I know you want me and I want to feel every bit of it." Let's be clear, confidence isn't about perfection. You don't need to look like a model or erase every insecurity to be confident. Confidence is a choice, a feeling, a moment when you say, "Even with my stretch marks, my soft stomach, my anxious thoughts, I am still worthy of being desired." And when you believe that, he believes it too, because energy spreads. The more you own your body, the more he wants to discover it. The more you surrender, the more he wants to please you. And when you stop asking, "Do I taste okay?" and start thinking, "I want him to crave every bit of me," that's when he becomes hooked, not just on your taste, but on your entire essence. And here's the wild part, that kind of confidence enhances everything else. It makes your water intake meaningful. It makes your fruit bowls feel like rituals. It makes every sip of coconut water feel like foreplay, because now you're not just doing it for health, you're doing it for power. The power to lie back, open up, and say with your whole body, "I trust this, I want this, and I know I'm unforgettable." And he'll feel it in how you touch yourself while he watches, in how you whisper his name while he's between your thighs, in how your legs shake when you finally stop holding back. Some women reading this might never have felt that kind of ownership over their pleasure. Maybe you've always been the giver. Maybe you've never had someone who made you feel safe enough to surrender. Or maybe deep down, you've been waiting for permission. So here it is. You are allowed. You're allowed to feel powerful in your own skin. You're allowed to taste amazing. You're allowed to receive pleasure without apology. Not because you're flawless, but because you're present. Completely, deeply, unapologetic. energetically. Here's the truth: when you hydrate, when you feed your body right, when you protect your balance, when you live like your body deserves to be adored, you don't just taste better, you become better. More magnetic, more alive, more dangerous in the most stunning way. And when that joins with true confidence, you become unforgettable. You become the kind of woman he can't stop thinking about when he's alone, the one he brags about but can't describe, the one he dreams about tasting again and again, because the memory of you isn't just in his mind, it's in his body, not because of any product, but because of your power. So, if this message hits something inside you, here's what I want you to do. Start small, drink more water, eat your fruit, ditch the harsh products, move your body, rest like you actually deserve it, and most importantly, decide right now that you are already enough, because you are. And when you know that, every kiss, every touch, every sound becomes worship. If this message sparks something in you, subscribe for more and tell me in the comments which part you're going to start with. Let's begin this movement of magnetic women, one confident taste at a time.